Good morning, guys. This is Pushpak Raj, and today's topic is on what are the types of functional coverages. Okay, so I'm already created a video on that, so please check that. Okay, so one by one I'll explain the what are the types of functional coverages. So first one is the behavioral coverages. In this coverage, we test that the behavior and property of that object. This is the example login page of investment banking application. Here is the login id, here is the password, and click on login button. These are the text field. So when you can enter the login id, in that case when you bring your cursor in the login id text field, that text field get highlighted. This is the behavior of that object, and whatever the data you can enter inside of that, that is the property of that object. Okay, that is known as the behavioral coverage, or that we check in the behavioral coverage. Next one is the selection level coverage. In the selection level coverage, we test that the flow of the application according to the functional flow diagram. The flow should be in correct way. If the flow disturb, it will generate the unexpected output. So in simple way, what is, when you can log in or you can do work on any application, what is the first page? First page is the login page. First page is like that. This is the login page. Then second page is the home page. Then this is the buy page, or this is the sell page. So in that way the flow of the application according to the functional flow diagram. If the flow get disturbed, it will generate the unexpected output. That is the flow, guys. So that is known as the selection level coverage. Means according to the functional flow diagram, the application should be work. That we check in the selection level coverage. Next one is the back end coverage. What is meant by backend coverage? In this coverage, user is able to fetch the information from the database, or whatever the information user enter is stored in the database or not. That we check in the backend coverage. Okay, this is the database. I am giving that example. This is the login page. Okay, and in the login page, you can enter the login ID, you can enter the password, and click on login button. So my name is Pushpak Raj, and my surname is XYZ. Okay, so in this in that case, what happening, whatever the data I can enter, and after clicking on login button, so that data should be stored in the database. Means in the login id, my name Pushpak Raj, and in the password XYZ. Okay, or if any comment, if I am valid customer, then valid comment. I am invalid customer, then invalid comment, it will be showing here. Okay, in that way the data will be stored in the database. This is the example, guys. In that way database format structure, and in that way data is stored in the database. Okay, or whatever the data stored in that database, when customer want, so that data customer can fetch from database. So that thing properly happen or not, that we check in the backend coverage. Okay, then after that the backend coverage, error handling coverage. Next one is the error handling coverage. So if user enter any input incorrect way, so it will display the correct message to the user. Okay, so error message means you have entered the wrong username. For example, user id, in the user id my name is Pushpak Raj, lekin but I have entered the Pushpak and not enter the Raj. So in that case, what happening, I have entered the wrong input. Okay, so in that way you have entered the wrong username. That should be, that should, such a kind of pop-up message should be highlighted. So that is known as the error handling coverage. After the error handling coverage, next one is the calculation based coverage. In this coverage, we test that our application is having any calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. That time we are performing the calculation based coverage. For example, guys, this is the share market page or buy page. In that case, what happening, quantity, price. So suppose I have to buy the 2 share of Tata, which price is 100 rupees. Okay, so what is the, which kind of calculation is will be happen here? That is the 2 is the quantity and price is the 100. Means 100 into 2 means 200, which will be showing in the calculation based coverage. So that will be happen in proper way or not, that we check in the calculation based coverage. Okay, that's it, guys, about the functional coverages. Okay, so I will explain in the next video, that is the non functional coverage. So for that purpose, please like the video, subscribe the videos, and hit the bell icon. Also guys, I have created the multiple videos on the multiple projects like banking domain project, healthcare project, then telecom project. So I have created the multiple projects explanation also, and also created multiple test cases which will help you when you join any company, and multiple test case template also. So for that purpose, please like the video, subscribe the video. Thank you guys, have a good day.